All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Habakkuk. The honors to apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to elect, which we ought to be. Brother Kawayan, and I was watching the Apostle Bar earlier, you know what I'm saying, and he was, because what pretty much the hype that's going on right now is that you had an individual and stuff where it's clearly shown and stuff that they sold out. You know what I'm saying, from IUIC, you know what I'm saying, Israel United in Confusion, you know what I'm saying, and various others and whatnot and stuff. And guess what? The proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they started changing little things up and whatnot and stuff and then not making any type of corrections. You know what I'm saying? They live correctly and stuff according to the scriptures and stuff, but then guess what? They trickle down and stuff and doing the wrong thing. And do they get back up? No, they fall into mischief, like it says in Proverbs 24 and 16. It says a just man follows 7 times. That 7 times could be 6, 5, you know what I'm saying, 8, 9. You know what I'm saying? It could be 1,000. You know what I'm saying, right? Whatever the Lord measures and stuff, right? How many times and stuff you gonna go off in your walk? You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about intentionals. You see, right? Not accidentals, intentionals, right? And pretty much and stuff, what's going on is that with us being closer to the end, a lot of people are really showing and stuff what side that they're gonna really be on. You see, right? So, so pretty much and stuff. He also made mention and stuff of Judas Iscariot. You know what I'm saying, and I want to make mention and stuff of descendants of Judas Iscariot, because just like how Apostle Paul had spiritual sons, Timothy and Titus, sons that weren't biologically his, right? Judas Iscariot and stuff got descendants and stuff that are men, women, and children as well, you see? And the thing is that, guess what? They're going to be lost. Like the scripture says, if this gospel be hid, it's hid to them are lost. And the ones and stuff that they're going to really cleave onto are those and stuff who have a world-friendly and stuff attitude. You know what I'm saying, world-friendly Israelites, you see, those and stuff is not seeking for the kingdom. They care for expanding and stuff, the investment and stuff that they have within captivity. You know what I'm saying? They're not seeking for the kingdom to come, right? They can tolerate and stuff. Why? Because they got paid off, you see? And the thing is that, guess what? Even if you're not on the front, on the forefronts, you know what I'm saying, where you like on you on the highways and byways, in season, out of season, all manner of weather. Even if you're not in that position, stuff, right? The thing is that, guess what? Pretty much what's gonna happen is that you're gonna have individuals and stuff who are gonna sell out as well. You know what I'm saying? And I like to bring up what's his name, Iceman's little brother from X-Men 2. You know what I'm saying, right? He found out and stuff that he had that his older brother had the power and stuff to freeze anything. That nigga ran upstairs and whatnot and stuff and called the police, and he sat up here and said that the people and stuff that they invited in the house, you know what I'm saying, right? Invited in the house or was able to come into the house, met their parents and all and whatnot, right? Sat up here and said that they pretty much got his little brother and stuff lied on him, said that, guess what, we got strangers in the house and they won't let us leave. You see? And if I remember correctly and stuff, there's poster boards and stuff throughout his little posters throughout his room and whatnot. And how much you want to bet and stuff, it has something to do with stuff with supernatural abilities. You know what I'm saying? Superpowers and whatnot and stuff. Jealousy, you see, right? And guess what? That jealousy and stuff is not just going to be individuals, you know what I'm saying, that's from other different camps and stuff that got beef with you. That jealousy is going to also be within the very camps and stuff you have. Even if you be an individual and stuff where the Lord is really dealing with you, you know what I'm saying, and the Spirit is with you and whatnot, what's going to happen is that you're going to still have individuals and stuff having an issue with you, even if you're not around them. You see? If they just know that you're around. You know what I'm saying? Or just knowing stuff that you still exist and you still breathing, you still doing the work, you still living correctly. You know what I'm saying? You still trying the best of your ability and whatnot. They're going to be seeking to take you down. You see? Right? And like it says in Proverbs 4 and 16, it says that some sleep is taken away from the wicked and stuff unless they cause some to fall. And that fall don't mean and stuff hitting rock bottom. That fall and stuff can just to upset you, make you feel some type of way. And what it's saying in 1 Timothy's, I'm gonna grab it right. What it says in 1 Timothy's, bear with me. It's 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 15. And it says, if it's for some are already turned aside after Satan, you know what I'm saying, and the thing is that with us getting closer to the end, those and stuff who's of feeble needs and stuff, who can't be strengthened and whatnot, they gonna look for strength another way. You see, because I was saying before and stuff, when it come down to according to this world, right? Esau eating the full-blooded spirit of Caucasian, no matter how he look, no matter what ethnicity and stuff that he finds himself in. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? Uh, 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 Pretty much the stuff, especially the least of this world and whatnot and stuff, they have a God complex. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? They created society and stuff all across the world. It's really underneath their rulership. You see? Right? We in the time of Esau's blessing and whatnot and stuff, where he's going to inhabit the earth. You see? And when you go through their history and stuff, you already know they use their other blessing and stuff, the sword. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, their sword is used for destruction. You know what I'm saying? You know? Right? But anyways, because they invested onto ruin, right? Sons of perdition, you see? But anyways, the thing is that they're going to see for First Maccabees 1:11. You know what I'm saying? Israelites and stuff was going to give up, be considered as mascots. You know what I'm saying? You know, to get the crowd jumping and stuff, to be on the side of them. You see? I'm gonna read again. It's 1 Timothy 5:15. It says, "For some are already turned aside after Satan." You know what I'm saying, right? So when they come down to it and stuff, you gonna have Israelites and stuff that's gonna sell out. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna take the bag. You know what I'm saying? What did Judas Iscariot do and stuff? He took the bag to sell out who? Yahweh Shai. You see? And right now and stuff, Yahweh Shai is out of space coming to get us. Lord willing, we be of the elect. You would come down to you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who outward appearance instead of a heathen, right? When it comes down to in Israelites who outward appearance instead of a heathen and stuff, the thing is that a lot of Israelites and stuff are going to be used, you know what I'm saying, to manipulate the minds and stuff, especially if they look like they're doing this work. They got garments and fringes, or t-shirts and fringes, right? And beards and shit and whatnot and stuff, right? And I forget what they call and stuff. It's MITRE, right? Murders and stuff, right? When it come down to them, murderers with an I, right? Or Mertries, I think it's called, or something. I forget how it's pronounced. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it's the headgear. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's open. And the thing is that you're going to have them and stuff that look the part, but really they're wolves in sheep clothing, right? So now I'm going to go to this. This is 1 Timothy 6:9. It says, "But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare." It says, "And into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition." Right? So the ones and stuff who's in these different other camps that's teaching the wrong doctrine, pretty much the stuff what's going on with them is that they getting paid off and stuff to sow discord. You know what I'm saying? And when I say sow discord and stuff, I ain't talking about amongst the camps. I'm talking about amongst their own camp. I'm talking about to sow discord and stuff where you got other Israelites and whatnot who's seeking for the correct way, who's seeking for Yahweh Shem Yashai, who's seeking to be saved, seeking to have salvation on the first go round. Pretty much what they doing is that they separate. They trying to separate and stuff. Israelites that's seeking for the Lord to get them to go into another way, right? And what is that way? The broad way that leads into destruction, like it says in 2 Ezra 7. You see, in the Apocrypha, and you also have you got that too. And you also gonna have individual stuff for the ones that speak the correct doctrine, like Great Millstone, Men of Valor. You know what I'm saying? You know, various others and stuff that speak the same correct doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Ask those two, right? The thing is that what they're gonna do, you know what I'm saying? You know, some of them can be Galatians 2 and 4. A lot of them gonna be Luke 20 and 20. And Salaki, I'm gonna be switching left and right. Right? So Salaki, so this right, so drown men in destruction and perdition. I'm gonna read again. 1 Timothy 6:9. It says, "But they that be..." It says, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare. You know what I'm saying, right? Guess what? These people and stuff, they don't want to walk no more. They don't want to walk anymore. You see, right? They don't want to walk no more. They don't want to walk the straight gate and stuff. So guess what? They're gonna be looking for the wide and the broad. And when it come down to the wide and the broad, guess what's gonna happen and stuff? They gonna when it come down to the wide and the broad and whatnot and stuff, what is it? I think it's First Corinthians 8:1. No, it's James the third chapter and stuff. They finna have the greater condemnation, but at the same time, they're gonna be bringing in souls and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just so they can keep they bag and stuff moving and stuff, right? And it says verse 10, it says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. It says, which while some coveted after, it says they have erred from the faith. So more likely these individuals and stuff couldn't deal with the persecution. You see, you know, a lot of individuals and stuff is gonna be like what's his name, Cypher from Matrix. And when it come down to the Matrix, you know what I'm saying, Cypher and stuff, he got tired of the truth. So guess what? He turned into Agent Smith, and when it came down to Agent Smith and whatnot and stuff, he was looking for codes and stuff so they can enter the Zion, because whole time, the Matrix and stuff was a rebellion, and it can go both ways. It can literally go both ways and stuff. Where there's order and stuff on both ends, right? But pretty much and stuff, if you can receive it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said it's two and two together and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures are manifold. And then the various reasons and stuff within the movies, we can do that as well too. Right? So pretty much and stuff what happens is that bear with me. Pretty much and stuff what happens is that a lot of these people and stuff, they're not going to continue. You know what I'm saying? Right? I remember how the elder Apostle High was saying years ago, it could be individuals and stuff that have micro C-hips and stuff in them, and they still come to camp. You see? More than likely going to be on some, what's it called? Probably try to use whatever fortune they was promised and whatnot and stuff to give a cold cup of water. You know what I'm saying? When they gonna be doomed if they do such things. And remember and stuff, it's gonna be a choice. You know what I'm saying? Something you're gonna have to decide. You see? Right? And guess what? They're gonna make things hard. They're gonna make things hard. And guess what? You're gonna have people and stuff that's gonna rat you out. You know what I'm saying? Right? People that look down upon you and stuff. Well, guess what? You need to get away from them and stuff in order for them to shine. You see? So it's 1 Timothy 6:10. It says, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. You see? Because guess what? In order for you to continue stuff to make that money, and stuff, guess what you got to do? You got to continue stuff to do things that's denouncing according to the Lord. You see? You got to lift up corruption and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and denounce incorruption, you see? Even if you're not doing this stuff on the forefront and whatnot and stuff, right? The thing is that, you got to teach the people smooth things and not the truth, you see? Right? And the thing is that we don't want to be like them, right? So this is Matthew chapter 10, because everybody going to have a snake, you know what I'm saying, within the camps. You know what I'm saying, Everybody gonna have a snake. Everybody gonna have them a serpent. Everybody gonna have somebody and stuff that's gonna try to gouge. As a matter of fact, since I was speaking on it before, I'm gonna just grab it. This is Luke 20:20, and it says, and they watched him. Well, no, you know what? Before that, this goes right along with it. So this is Matthew chapter 10. Warmers. This is Matthew chapter 10. I'm gonna start at verse 5. It says these 12, because when you read up and stuff, it's talking about the gathering and stuff for the 12 apostles, right? It says these 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not in the way of the Gentiles. And it also tells you that in Jeremiah the 10th chapter, you had things killing and stuff that was just a couple of days ago. You know what I'm saying? Right? Where people was celebrating the genocide of the Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? And some of the Semioid Indians. You know what I'm saying? And the indigenous Indians and whatnot and stuff, which found in North America, you know what I'm saying, right? Whose land it actually is and stuff, but was taken and stuff, you know what I'm saying, about unnatural treaties, right? Well, bogus ass treaties. And the thing is that those other tribes that I made mention of and stuff are the Gadites, the Reubenites, and the Ishkarites, you see, right? Right? And the thing is that when it comes down to it and stuff, It's saying, "Go not in the ways of the Gentiles." It says, it says, "And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." Right, and right now and stuff, we don't have to travel from place to place. You know what I'm saying? Right? Only if it gets a little too hostile and whatnot and stuff, right? But we don't have to travel from place to place and stuff. Why? Because we got the internet, as it says in Psalms, the 19th chapter. You see, and it says, verse 7. And as ye, or Salakia, it says, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And who's the lost sheep? You know what I'm saying? The scriptures talk about going to the major places of the concourse, and why it says highways and byways, right? When it come down to the highways and stuff, highway and stuff holds more traffic. A hedge and stuff have less traffic and whatnot and stuff. You see, right? And with it being like cold as hell outside and stuff, a lot of people and stuff are not gonna be really trying to wait out and stay outside and stuff and try to listen. They're gonna wait for uploads and live streams. You know what I'm saying? You know. But anyways, the thing is that it says verse 7, and guess what? The lost sheep of Israel is the people and stuff that call themselves by the name of the places that they live at. You know what I'm saying? Refer themselves and stuff to the citizenships of where they live. You see, or wherever it is and stuff that they at, right? And it says, verse 7, it says, and as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand, and it is. But with the kingdom of heaven being at hand and stuff, guess what? The evils are going to increase. And they show you that and stuff in every single movie. They show you that and stuff in every single movie. You know what I'm saying? When the conflict really start getting up and whatnot, and when the heaviest battle and stuff at the end, you know what I'm saying? Before the peace come in, you know what I'm saying, right? Right? What they call it and stuff, the calm before the calm before the storm. You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? The storm is brewing. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much and stuff receiving the little extras and the beginning stages and stuff before the greatness of the storm come. You know what I'm saying? And then when you in the midst of the storm, it look all peaceful and whatnot and stuff, but then you got to worry about the rest of it and stuff as it goes over. You know what I'm saying? Then when that storm is completely away and stuff, that's when everything is over with, right? Bear with me, right? And it says, and as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. It says, heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils, freely have received, freely give, right? And guess what? Those miracles and stuff are coming very soon. You know what I'm saying? Those supernatural abilities, as it says in Acts 1 and 8. You see, it's going to happen and stuff. The Lord's going to place his spiritual power on certain Israelites and whatnot and stuff to work those miracles. Because guess what? Yeah, it is such thing as seeing is believing. But guess what? A lot of people ain't going to see this stuff with the word alone. A lot of people and stuff got to see supernatural things and stuff. And that's what's going to cause a lot of people to convert. And that's exactly and stuff what happened during the time of Acts. You see, especially in Acts 2, when you had all those Israelites and stuff, you know what I'm saying, coming to Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover, you know what I'm saying, and they saw the apostles, and all the apostles were speaking, the different languages and stuff that those people was in, you see, right? And guess what? They caused a lot of people and stuff to believe, you see? And what it says in Psalms 110:3 says, my people shall be willing the day of thy power. You know what I'm saying, right? And it says, it says, heal the sick. It says, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely have you received and freely give. And the main healing and whatnot and stuff is this word. This is the remedy. You know what I'm saying? As you, the scriptures and stuff talk about, like what Apostle Rick always saying stuff, he says, keep your medicine strong. You see? Well, when it comes down to keeping your medicine strong and whatnot and stuff, right? The thing is that means to be in this book. You know what I'm saying? Even when it come down to Manuka honey and stuff, right? All you need is 1 tablespoon and whatnot and stuff. Sweetness that take the cold away. You see? Right? When you're feeling ill, you take herbs. You know what I'm saying? And the bitter it is and stuff, the better useful it is for you. You see? And it says, Matthew chapter 10, Verse 9, it says, provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your purses, nor scrip for your journey. It says, neither two coats. It says, neither shoes nor yet staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat. And into whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who is in it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. Right. So who is worthy and whatnot, meaning the ones and stuff who receive this word and stuff and endure to the end. You see, right? Because guess what? It's not gonna. I was watching the brother Prashai. He's saying that guess what? The time is coming where you're gonna have an influx of Israelites and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, no matter how they look, you're gonna have an influx of Israelites, and they're gonna be sitting up here looking to be guided. You know what I'm saying? Like the scripture says, your eyes shall see your teachers. You see, right? Like your eyes shall see your teachers, right? So when it comes down to it, inquire and stuff who are worthy and whatnot, meaning those and stuff who repent, who change their ways. They enter the camp and whatnot and stuff, or they just stay faithful, or they build up in the scriptures and whatnot and stuff. You see, you know, right? Because guess what? We building up the breaches, like it says in Amos, right? And it says, verse 12, it says, and when ye come into a house, saluted. It says, and if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. It said, but if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. And guess what's going to show? The scripture says, try the spirit by the spirit. It's 1 John 4:1. It says, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of Yahweh, Bashem Yashai, because many false prophets are gone out into the world, right? Right? So you got to try the spirit. And what and what's the best way to try the spirit and stuff? You know what I'm saying? You know, to ask questions, or what you would call it, test the waters. You know what I'm saying? You know, like Apostle Paul, he said, let me grab it right quick. Bear with me. Uh, this 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 20. It says, I started verse 19. It said, for though I be free from all men, it said, yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more. It says, verse 20, it says, and unto the Jews I became a Jew. It says, that I might gain the Jews. It says, to them that are under the law, as under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law. Right. So pretty much the stuff you know, trial and error and whatnot and stuff to see what it is and stuff a person is about. Usually and stuff it goes about when it comes down to questions. You know what I'm saying? You know, but really and stuff it's just conversation. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? Pretty much it's stuff to really to supplant. You know what I'm saying? Because the word supplant, the word supplant and stuff means to draw out. You see, it means to draw out, right? And it says, right. So here it is and stuff. Once you recognize in the spirit how a person was and whatnot and stuff, to clarify and stuff, what you'll do is that you'll sit up here and you'll make yourself familiar and stuff with how they are and whatnot, and you might speak on this and speak on that. You see, right? Like the scripture says, it's not what goes into the mouth that it's not what goes in the mouth, but what comes out the mouth that defile it. You know what I'm saying? And what it also says, it says, out of the abundance of the out of the abundance of the heart and stuff, the mouth speaketh, right? So with that being the case and stuff, the thing is that you can know and stuff a person's mind and stuff if they speak. And it tells you that in Hebrews 4:12 as well. That is a discerner of the thoughts, you see? right? And what else? It also says and stuff. I think that's in Sirach. I want to get it right quick. I think it's Sirach. I think it's Sirach 34. This Sirach, chapter 34 and 26. It says, nah, that ain't it. Bear with me. What is it? Sirach, Sirach, who is it? Who is it? This Sirach or Ecclesiastes in Apocrypha, chapter 19, verse 30. It says, a man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show what he is, right? So the thing is that guess what? A person's stuff can be known by how they carry themselves, right? And when the Apostle Paul was trying to gain all the rest, when Apostle Paul and stuff was trying to gain the more, like it says in verse 19, right? And it's 1 Corinthians 9. The thing is that pretty much and stuff that guess what? He was acting like them. You know what I'm saying? Or he knew what they was about and stuff. So he knew and stuff how to sit up here and maneuver around them and stuff just so he can gain them. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, it wasn't about law and stuff. It's about having faith now. You see? Right? So this is verse 21. It says to them that are without law, as without law, being not without law to the Most High, but under to the law of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, meaning faith, that I might gain them that are without law. It says to the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak. I am made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some. You see, right? And with that being the case, with that being the case and whatnot and stuff, right? Just like it. With that being the case, the thing is that this is how we seeing stuff who's worthy and who's not. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have those and stuff who's gonna agree, and you're gonna have those and stuff who disagree. You know what I'm saying? Like it says in Amos 3 and 3, can two walk together lest they be agreed? You see? Right? And guess what? Everybody gonna have their differences. Some are gonna believe and some ain't. And it tells you that in Romans the 3rd chapter. What if some did not believe? Would it make the faith of the most? Would it make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. You see, let every man be a liar, but let the Lord be true and every man a liar. You see, right? Because the thing is that everybody gonna pick and choose and stuff on what it is that they believe. Whether if it's different religions or it's just a way of life and stuff that they want to live. You see, right? And this is how we know and stuff who's worthy or not. You see. And guess what? It's not just by speech and stuff. It's also by their actions. But guess what? We all are prone and stuff to make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But are you going to be an individual and stuff who actually fix it? Or are you going to be an individual and stuff who continue in the error? You see? So this is Matthew chapter 10. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 14. It says, and whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Pretty much to reject it. And the thing is that when it come down to a lot of these individuals, shit. Slippery ass phone. When it comes down to a lot of these individuals and stuff, even within the camps and stuff, the scripture says defend the gospel. So when they have wrongful doctrine and whatnot, you address them, you know what I'm saying, to save their souls. You know what I'm saying? You know, because when it comes down to individual stuff who's older you in the spirit, you know, like it says in the book of Peter's, it says that they watch after your souls. You see, so if there's something that you're going off in, you know what I'm saying, they'll the elders and stuff will make a video, or if you within their camp and whatnot, they'll correct you right then and there. And what I know and stuff amongst the brothers and whatnot and stuff, if your video and stuff is being screened, they'll tell you and stuff what's wrong and whatnot, right? Right? And it's either what they're gonna do, is tell you stuff to make a response, you know what I'm saying, or to redo the video. You know what I'm saying, and guess what? You have various brothers and stuff, you know what I'm saying, who do have knowledge. If they make a minor mistake and stuff, or they say something wrong, or say something wrong and stuff that's not really with the scriptures, right? They say something wrong and stuff that's not really with the scriptures and whatnot and stuff. What do? They make a correction video. Salakia. They make a correctional video. You see? Man, got a hole in that motherfucker, right? So this is Salakia. So this is Matthew chapter 10. And right, so I read verse 14 again. It says, and whoever shall not receive you nor hear your words when you depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. So you're gonna have a lot of people and stuff that's gonna have an ego or a pride about them. You know what I'm saying? Where they're not gonna be able to take correction, and that's when it goes into that Revelations 13 and 15, right? This is what is it? This Salakia. This is Philippians. No, Second Chronicles, chapter 12 and 15, and it says, I would gladly, well, for one, you get Galatians 4 and 16. It says, have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth, right? And the thing is that, guess what? A lot of people don't remember when it come down to the wicked Pharisee says she's preaching lawyers, you know what I'm saying, the scribes and whatnot, how they kept trying to catch her up, Yahweh shine his words, you know what I'm saying, to have them arrested, because you got the Roman centurions and whatnot. They thought Yahweh Shai was trying to build up an army and stuff to rebel against them. But the whole time that what it was. What he was doing and stuff was causing conversion, or causing Israelites and stuff. He went to the ones and stuff who knew, you know what I'm saying, those are the circumcision, those who knew, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, you know what I'm saying, right? And then he went to circumcision and stuff, which they mainly consist of. Not saying it could have been the Northern Kingdom and stuff in that, right? But when it came down to what it says in John 7 and 35 or 38, bear with me, it's cold as fuck. It's John, so like in John 7 and stuff, it says, "Will we go? Where would he go? Will he go to the lost sheep of Israel?" You know what I'm saying, right? So he went to the ones and stuff who did know. You know what I'm saying, and guess what? They had a problem with him. They kept trying to take him down. And then when it come down to the ones and stuff who either fell away and lost patience, you know what I'm saying, or even Israelites and stuff who didn't know who they were. Right. The thing is that he went to them next, you see, and what he was doing is that he was building up the 12. You know what I'm saying? To feed the sheep in his stead, just like it says in John the 21st chapter. Right. So this is 2 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 15. It says, "And I will very gladly spend and be spent for you, though the more abundantly I love, the less I be loved." And the thing is that what we're doing and stuff is love. Giving you warning is love. You know what I'm saying? Right? When you get a tough love and whatnot and stuff, right? Usually and stuff, it be in a punishment type position and stuff, right? It'd be in a punishment situation and whatnot and stuff. But why? So you would stay out of trouble, or also and stuff. So later down the line, you get to avoid and stuff certain troubles. If you didn't, you get to avoid. You'll be able to avoid certain troubles. You'll get to avoid certain troubles. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you happen to come across, you see, right? Right. And the thing is that you got a lot of individuals, you know what I'm saying, within these different camps and stuff, where it's like, man, who are you? Why you think you know so much and whatnot and stuff? And it's like the apostles of Great Millstone always say, They was like, where you get this? Where you get that? You know what I'm saying? Well, where were you and stuff in such and such time and whatnot and stuff, you see? Right? So here it is and stuff, like it says in John 4:38. It says, Salaki, I'm doing a lot of quoting, but John 4:38, it says that you have entered into other men's labors, you see? And you got a lot of people and stuff who just want to look a certain type of way, care about the clout, you know what I'm saying, right? And the thing is that they not really caring stuff about the flock. So therefore and stuff, now they going to be held to a greater condemnation, you know what I'm saying, because it's all about them instead of about Yahweh Shem Yahshua and the elect, right? So this back in Matthew chapter 10 and 15, it said, verily I say unto you, well, I read 14 again. It says, and whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words. And what people need to understand and stuff is that we're not pulling this word out our ass. As it says in Amos 3:7, so surely the Lord will do nothing but reveal his secrets unto the prophets. You see? And with that being the case and whatnot and stuff, right? You're going to have true prophets and you're going to have false prophets. You know what I'm saying, right? And you're going to see and stuff the difference between true prophets and false prophets. You know what I'm saying? True prophets are going to deal with the persecution. You know what I'm saying? They're going to deal with telling the truth. They're going to have fear in the Lord and stuff, even if they do go off, because Apostle Paul was one who went off, right? Right? But then at the same time, when it come down to even King David, he was a king and a prophet. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? He went off. You know what I'm saying? But then guess what? In the book of Psalms, he did a lot of prophesying. And guess what? In the book of Psalms was also during the situations of when he was getting punished. You see? And what was he doing? He was prophesying alone. And then yet and stuff, guess what? You had others and stuff that was sent to go kill him, but prophesied with him. You see? Right? Right? So here it is and stuff, what it says in Isaiah 59:15. It says, yea, true faileth, he that departed away from evil make his soul a prey. So you have to understand that even if you're doing it for the right reasons, you might have somebody stuck with the wrong reasons, and they're going to look at you as competition when that ain't even the whole point. You see? Right? Right? The scriptures talk about godly jealousy and stuff, but a lot of people and stuff be truly jealous and envious and stuff, breaking that commandment and stuff, like it says in the 10 Commandments in Exodus 20. You know what I'm saying? Right? Right? Like it. Ooh. Right? So it says, verse 15, it says, verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for that land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. It says, be ye therefore wise as serpents and harlots as doves. Right? So here it is and stuff. Be wise as serpents and harlots as doves. This is because when it comes down to the serpent and stuff, it don't mean stuff to be sneaky. It means it's stuff to be not necessarily slick in a way, but just to be wise. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because knowledge of wickedness and stuff is not wisdom. Ooh, shit, that's a bite. Knowledge of wickedness and stuff is not wisdom. You see? Right? So this is Sirach. This Sirach. I think it's 32:8, and it's another one. The Sirach 32:8. It says, let thy speech be short, comprehended much in few words, be as one that knoweth, and yet hold his tongue. You know what I'm saying? Because life and death and stuff come in the power of the tongue and whatnot and stuff, right? Meaning that guess what? If you're aware of certain things, right? If you're aware of certain things and whatnot and stuff, you don't have to necessarily speak on them. Why? Because it can get you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Say if you got somebody that's being slick, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody and stuff that's trying to underdog you or backdoor you and whatnot and stuff. If you let them know and whatnot and stuff, and guess what? You gonna hasten their plan and stuff to take you out. You know what I'm saying? And when it came down to King David and stuff, right? When King Saul and stuff had an evil spirit and stuff, and he assaults and stuff to kill David, what did David do? He recognized that and stuff and played the harp to calm down Saul, you know what I'm saying, so he can get out that jam. You see? And guess what? You're gonna have King Sauls, you know what I'm saying, amongst the camps. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? Because King Saul had had envy, and then he also was scared of King David and stuff. Why? Because he knew that the Lord was with him. You see? Right. So going back, this is back in Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. It said, "Behold, now this, well, verse 15 and stuff is really talking about, the many people and stuff who don't accept you, right? Luke 10 and 16. It says that he that receiveth you receiveth me. He that despiseth you despiseth me, and he that despiseth me despiseth him that sent me." And like Apostle Gabar was saying earlier in his video, right? He was saying and stuff that, guess what? If we truly send forth and stuff, then guess what? We all are apostles. But just like you have correct apostles, you also have false apostles. You see, right? Those and stuff who wasn't sent. And those and stuff that wasn't sent, guess what? Their message is going to be something and stuff that come from their own heart, not coming from the lips of the Lord himself. You see? And I think that's in Deuteronomy and stuff, the 18th chapter, right? So this is, matter of fact, let me get that and stuff to make my point. It's Deuteronomy 18, and I'm going to go down. It says, read verse 15. I start at 13. It says, "Thou shalt be perfect with Yahweh thy power." It says, "For these nations which thou shalt possess, hearken unto observers of times." You know what I'm saying? Using the fortune tellers or tarot cards. You know what I'm saying? Right? And it says, and unto diviners. It says, people and stuff that read the palms and shit, right? It says, "But as for thee, the Lord thy power have not suffered thee so to do." It said, "The Lord thy power will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me, unto him ye shall hearken." Right? And guess what? It's ultimately talking about Yahweh Shai, but at the same time and stuff, you're going to have other Israelites and stuff that the Lord's going to choose and stuff to prophesy and stuff before the nation of Israel. And as it says in part of the prophecy is correcting Israel. You see, as it says in Isaiah 58 and 1, it says, "Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgressions, in the house of Jacob their sins." You see, right? So it says, verse 16, it says, "According to all that thou desirest of the Lord thy power in Horeb in the day of the assembly, saying, let me not hear again the voice of the Lord my power, neither let me see this great fire anymore, that I die not. And the Lord said unto me, they have well spoken, that which they has spoken stuff." Right now and stuff, this is Moses. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? Also showing outside of Yahweh Shai and stuff, you have other mediators. You know what I'm saying? Now Yahweh Shai is the ultimate mediator and stuff when it comes down to salvation, right? But then also you have a mediator and stuff when it comes down to the apostles and prophets. You know what I'm saying? And the teachers and the evangelists, the ones and stuff that was truly sent. You see, they are the middlemen and whatnot. Because when it come down to King Ahab, when he was trying to control Ramoth Gilead, he had Jehoshaphat, king of Judah and stuff, to come to help him. Pretty much and stuff, what happened? You had you had what's his name? You had 400 prophets and stuff that had a lion spirit on them. You know what I'm saying? All right, because King Ahab and stuff was being rebellious. And you had one prophet and stuff, Micaiah, and pretty much and stuff, he was telling King Ahab and stuff, it's like, look, if you go and stuff, you know what I'm saying, you're going to get the land and stuff, but at the same time and stuff, the sheep won't be without a shepherd. You know what I'm saying? You know, and what is a shepherd? A shepherd is those and stuff who guide the sheep. So guess what? With King Ahab being the king and whatnot, he was gonna win the land or win the actual war. He was gonna gain the land and stuff. But guess what? King Ahab and stuff wasn't gonna come back home and stuff with that victory, meaning that he was gonna die. And the thing is that this prophet and stuff kept talking about King Ahab's downfall, what he didn't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? When he put that prophet and stuff in jail or prison, right? He said that if you don't come back, you know what I'm saying, then you'll know and stuff that the Lord has given me and stuff these words. You know what I'm saying? If you come back and whatnot and stuff, then guess what? Those very words and stuff that I spoke unto you and stuff did not come from the Lord. And King Ahab did not come back. Right? So at the same time and stuff, we are middlemen, we are plugs. You know what I'm saying? You know, if the Lord is truly dealing with us, you see? Right? Right? And it says verse 18. It says, I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. You see? And that's going to be the difference. If it don't match up with the scriptures and whatnot and stuff, then somebody pulling out their own ass. And the thing is that, you know, the best thing of doing stuff is that you will sit up here and say, speak as a man. You see? Speak as a man and whatnot, because that's what Apostle Paul did. Instead of trying to make it in stuff, sound doctrine and whatnot, when he was speaking this stuff from his own heart, he said that he was speaking as a man. You see? You know? And that's the best way and stuff. If you're trying to come with something and stuff, that's your opinion. Do not try to make it facts. You see? Do not try to claim it and stuff as doctrine and stuff, because false doctrine and stuff can get you destroyed, especially if you ain't checking it. You see? You know? So this Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 19. It says, and it shall come to pass that whosoever would not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I require it of him. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. Verse 21, it says, and if thou say in thine heart, how shall we know the word which the Lord have not spoken? It says, when a prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shah, it says, if the thing follow not, meaning don't come to pass, nor it says, nor come to pass, that that is the thing which the Lord have not spoken, but the prophet has spoken it presumptuously. You know what I'm saying? You know, thou shalt not be afraid of him. So that's how you're gonna know. You see? And Habakkuk 2. Let me get it. This Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. And it says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. It says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. And what that means, here it is and stuff. Yeah, the Lord is probably giving us the parables. No. Maybe it's like, even though the Bible and stuff is written in its parables and whatnot, yet the Lord is giving understanding. Yet the Lord is giving understanding and stuff to his prophets. You see? Right? And then when it comes down to the prophets and stuff, we don't give you a vague message. We give you and stuff clear. You see, we supposed to be, even if it's a broken record and stuff, to keep you memorized. You know what I'm saying? You know, even if we use the same similitudes and stuff and analogies and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's to help you understand. Matter of fact, when it comes down to it and stuff, right? If you say, you know, because I've seen this and stuff in a lot of TV shows and stuff and TV series, right? You'll have an individual and stuff, gangster and whatnot and stuff. They sell drugs and stuff on the block, right? Actually, it goes back to this 1 Corinthians 9 and 20. When Apostle Paul said to the Jews, I became a Jew, to the Gentiles, I became the Gentiles, right? So when it come down to and stuff, you had pretty much and stuff, you had this individual and stuff, you know, he going to college trying to make his life a little bit better. And he had a certain teacher and stuff telling him, it's like, man, you failing. And he over there is like, man, you know, fuck this shit, man. I'm finna skip out on this and stuff, man. I'm finna leave this shit alone and stuff, right? But then he didn't want to bring his family down. He didn't want his mom and stuff. He wanted to help his mom out and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Whatever parent and stuff that it will be, right? If it's male or female and stuff, right? So pretty much the stuff what happened is that, how can I help you and stuff? So here it is and stuff. The teacher was like, you know, do you do such and such with the woo? He kind of like peeped it out or saw what way and stuff that he was trying to go. And it was like, nah, you know what? I'm going to help you. All right? So now and stuff, what he did was use the terms that he would use out in the streets just so he can know how, so he can understand and stuff, the business area and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it wasn't towards his flow. You know what I'm saying? So he made certain similitudes just so he can learn business that way and get familiar with the terms. So it's the same way when it comes down to the various parables. When it comes down to the various parables and whatnot and stuff that Yahweh Shah tells onto the people, it's our job and stuff to make it plain onto you so you can have easy understanding onto it. And then also what that does is that causes you to sup with Yahweh Shah, or for Yahweh Shah and stuff to dine with you. You know what I'm saying? Because he is the door and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you can understand and stuff this word, so you can now walk by it. You see? So you won't be aloof. So you won't be sitting up there not knowing what to do. You know what I'm saying? So you can be able to be aware if it's Satan or not, even if scriptures are being used. Also, I actually also pinpoint who is a real prophet and who ain't. You see? Right? So this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. It says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. It says, and not lie. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will not, but because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And what we're letting you people know and stuff is that, guess what? You need to get yourself in the game. You know what I'm saying? Not the game. I'm just using that terminology and stuff. It's not a game at all. It's a life or death. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're either going to seek salvation and stuff, or you're going to sin for a season and stuff and receive damnation, right? And the thing is that, guess what? We're letting you know. We're letting you know and whatnot and stuff that, guess what? Harsh times are coming. And part of those harsh times and stuff is that the love of many and stuff shall wax cold. You see? That when it comes down to the very society and stuff, no matter where you are on this earth, a lot of people and stuff is going to choose the side of this current era and not the era and stuff to come. You see? So you're going to have persecution. You see? But this is Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. It said, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. It said, be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. And you be wise as serpents by using this word. You see? A serpent and stuff don't go head up and stuff when it come down to when it come down to his various prey. A serpent don't do that. You see? It tries to be sneaky and whatnot and stuff. And pretty much I'm gonna say it like this. When it came down to Jacob's trouble, Yaquab, you know what I'm saying? You know, Yaquab and Esau, Yaquab ran away and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, to live with his uncle. Got with his cousins and stuff, and the 12 tribes came out of them. You know what I'm saying? And one of his sons, Joseph, you know what I'm saying, which is the progenitor of Ephraim. And pretty much the stuff what happened is that you had pretty much the stuff what happened is that you had who is it you had pretty much what happened and stuff. You had Yaquab and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, Esau was coming through and stuff, right? Because he hated Yaquab for taking the blessing and stuff, which was fairly exchanged, right? Right, and pretty much it was also prophecy and stuff. It was gonna happen that way. So pretty much and stuff, what happened is that you had once Esau caught up to Yaquab and whatnot and stuff, most people and stuff would think this would be a bitch move and whatnot, but it was a wise move. And what was the wise move? It was the fact that uh, Daiqua got all his children and his wives, including himself, to bow down to Esau and whatnot and stuff, just so they can get out that jam. And a lot of people and stuff would look at that as being cowardly. But guess what? It was considered as wise. You see? Right? And it says, this Matthew chapter 10, verse 17, it said, but beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And as I was making mention and stuff of Yahushua, when it come down to the wicked of the circumcision, those and stuff who knew about the truth, the thing is that they kept setting up traps and whatnot and stuff, just so they could arrest them, but also destroy them. Why? Because he was making them look bad. And guess what? It don't have to be of the congregation. It don't have to be in stuff of the circumcision. It could be individuals, even if they are even if they are speaking falsely on the word and stuff. Not even them. It could be individuals and stuff who just want your spot and stuff because they see how people are looking at you. They seeing and stuff what they consider this stuff is clout. You know what I'm saying? You know, like the scripture says, we should be as lights and stuff shining on the hills, stuff that cannot be hid. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? When it come down to this light and stuff, we don't hide underneath a bushel. And we understand stuff that a lot of people get wooed off the wisdom stuff that you have. And you will have individuals and stuff that will come after you. You know what I'm saying? When I say come after you and stuff, just like how it says and stuff, right? Some say they have some say and stuff they of Paul, and some say that they of Apollos. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you're gonna have individuals and stuff who like how you do certain things, even though it's the same message. You see, right? You're gonna have individuals and stuff whose spirits and stuff just connect more with the more soft spoken, or the ones and stuff who know how to who be soft spoken, but then at the same time they can get serious. You know what I'm saying? Or the ones and stuff who's just rough around the edges and stuff. It's like, look, the way you teach and stuff, you just help me understand. And matter of fact, I think that was also when it came down to Apostle Bar, he was saying that one of the I think it was like a comment and stuff that he had received, and his comment had said, the comment and stuff had said, the way you teach and stuff helps me understand. And he said that should be the best compliment and stuff to receive as when it comes down to doing this work, right? But not all spirits and stuff, you know, gonna be so familiar with different spirits and stuff. And I don't want to go into familiarity and stuff, right? I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying and stuff, you know, just like when it come down to high school and whatnot and what they show. You got the jocks with the jocks. You got the nerds with the nerds. You got the gothics with the gothics. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got you got the quiet ones with the quiet ones. You got the cheerleaders with the cheerleaders and whatnot and stuff. You know, it be like that and stuff, right? Even though, guess what? All together and stuff, you all are high schools, right? So here it is and stuff. We all teachers and stuff, but people and stuff can get more in tune with certain brother spirits and stuff because of how they teach. You see, right? Right. So this is Matthew chapter 10. And 17 again, it said, but beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in the synagogues. And this is going to be part of the persecution. You know what I'm saying? Some of us and stuff will get incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you're looking at FEMA camps. You know what I'm saying? You know, because here it is and stuff over the internet. And I think Kamala Harris was talking about it too, and various others. They're sitting up here saying that, you know, that's why they want to turn off the internet. They sitting up here saying and stuff that you got a few people, you know what I'm saying, that's speaking against the stuff, the agenda and stuff that we're trying to push. And the thing is that what's going on is that they gaining majority of the people, and they don't want that. You see, even back then and stuff, just like how they thought, how the Roman centurions thought Yahushua was trying to come up with a secret army. Here it is and stuff. We are an army of Yahushua, as it says in Exodus 12 and 51, right? As it says in Exodus 12:51, but we're a spiritual army. This is spiritual warfare and whatnot and stuff. You see, our weapons of warfare and stuff are not carnal. We're not going to grab arms and stuff and go up to the Capitol, you know what I'm saying, and threaten their lives and whatnot and stuff to change things for the better way of the people. We ushering in the kingdom of heaven, you see. So with that being the case, With that being the case and whatnot and stuff, that's exactly and stuff what they think that we're doing and stuff on the side right now. They think it's stuff that we're trying to build up some secret forces and whatnot and stuff to take down the government and stuff. When whole time the government and stuff, the Roman persecution and stuff is going to happen all over again because America and stuff and all across the world is pretty much Rome all over again. Really just America ultimately, right? So this is Matthew chapter 10 and it's Matthew chapter 10 verse 17. It said, but beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils